What happened to my stream? My stream. Okay, Twitch is back. YouTube is not back. Oh. Okay, well, I mean, okay, YouTube is started up again, but it's new stream. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna complain. Okay, it's fine. We're back. Okay. I don't even know what that was. Whatever. Horizon Focus. Good on all the units that CC. The ones that CC the most are the ones it's the best with. I mean, how many units actually like CC? Like you. I mean, I guess I include the OP ones that I want to talk about. But how many other units does this apply to? I guess technically Mordekaiser are CCs. JCCs. Is that it? TFCCs. Okay, this might be it. Oh wait, this guy CCs. Okay, so any of these units are fine, but these are just the better units because they hit more stuff. That's about it. And I think some people still don't know that Vi's alt CCs, the shockwave, uh, briefly knocks up, it says. Enemies hit take physical damage and are briefly knocked up. I had a game where a friend had he had Spectral Cutlass and like he had Artifactory and then he had Spectral Cutlass and Hearts of Focus on Vi, and then Vi ulted the backline and then almost one shot the entire backline, and then I don't think they got a fight where Vi casted twice on the backline, but if they did, it just would have one shot the backline. So I guess two shot the backline. That's pretty cool. But yeah, everyone knows about Elise. She's the forecast CC, like the actual forecast CC unit, and then Scar as the little bombs in the CC. And then I guess single targets, single targets. This is single targets, right? Single targets, single targets. Yeah, so these are all single targets, so that's like, I guess okay, but it's not great. And these units have like circumstantial AoE, but it's like not as good as the other ones. Mord can only pull 4 units, and Set can only hit like it's like I don't know, I think you can hit more than two, but the yeah, it's not that good. So really, I would probably just consider on this, or in the circumstances where Mord is like a secondary carry on your board. Let's say you're like hard capped, like level 9, and I think it's fine if you just have it. You don't have if you're not playing any of these units. I mean, if you don't have items on Elise, that would be better because Elise would be on most boards. But if you are set, let's say your main's hanging Elise, you already have 3 items. You can run a Mordekaiser. And you get it. You get 4 procs of it. It's good enough. Hull Crusher. I mean, it's just any bruiser, but I think the unit that would properly have the best synergy would be Rennie, and then to a lesser extent Garen. I'll include Garen here too. The problem is that this messes with Emissary. Eh. But both of them have health ratios and scale well with both AD and AP, so this is like a perfect Rennie item. Because since they added AD and AP to it, so like it actually does damage. So yeah. I think they reduced the armor and Amara, but they gave it AD and AP. But this is just like a more specialized Infinity Force. Like you're losing the mana, but you have all the other sets. No, I guess you don't have attack speed. I don't think there's been that many units that would care about that though. But yeah, I think ignoring the current balance, Rani, who else? Vander. Like I'm just listing the bruisers that like having AP. Bess gets more healing off of AP. How many other units are like that? I guess like melee JP, Trundle, Darius. Like all the units that get more healing. But like more realistically, these are all in the same category. You just put this on melee units. Any bruiser units. But I think this is the best one. But I mean, Rennie is like not in the meta right now, so I don't think people are gonna really care. Like right now, you just put it on Violet. It's fine. Like let's, I bet it's just gonna be Violet. Let's look at stats here. Roll Delta. Oh, it's not. Whoa. I mean, she's up there. Let's go to like. Let's look at that defense. Let's see where. Oh, look at that. Violet is broken. Let's look at another one. Infinity Force. Whoa, Violet is broken. So yeah. Like the current balance is pretty annoying, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, Infinity Force I pretty much just talked about. Innovating Lockets. This one, so they removed Forbidden Idol. I think so. The unit that they were worried about was Garrett. I think it was Garen. Are there any other units that were gonna be problematic? Bliss doesn't have a health ratio. Yeah, it's probably Garen. Yeah, right. Removed it because there's gonna be a lot of OP synergy, and there would be like a. They said there's gonna be a unit that would infinitely stall with the item in the game. Uh, yeah, but that's removed. So they kept innovating lockets, which is the safer version. I mean, even if they both exist at the same time. But yeah, this is just. Oh, I knocked something over. So it has the mana generation effect that isn't really that important. It's not that useful, but it's not that much. It's not that it's not useful. It's not the number is not very high. But each cast restores 20% of the user's max HP over 3 seconds. So the interaction I have is with Stead because he has the thing that makes him heal more. Like he heals allies, so like when he does that, he heals the allies too. I wouldn't say it's that good, but if you're like rerolling, like, and like let's say you're like Maddie reroll, and you have the item, then it'd be pretty good. But I wouldn't like. Oh yeah, that's the difference I guess with the highlighted and not highlighted stuff. That's the highlighted stuff is like stuff that I would like play like that would actually change the way you play the comp. Like you could force something out of it, whereas if it's not highlighted, it's just something that's good, but not like you shouldn't necessarily force it. Like there aren't that many tanks that have like a low mana cost. Those are usually the best users. So last set, the best users were Mordekaiser and Vex because Vex could double cast, so she heals twice. And Mordekaiser had like a 40 mana ability, so he could cast and use it very often. But this set doesn't, I don't think has anything like that. I guess I couldn't check, but it's like high mana cost, high mana cost. Oh, it's a mid mana cost, both of those. I don't think I'm not expecting to find anything here. I guess someone like Camille could use it well. But like I don't think it's good. Because it doesn't contribute damage, it's just healing. I don't think there is a. But yeah, otherwise, the best users of this are just units that don't have a lot of healing in their kits. I also have at least here for the mostly for the mana gen, and before they buffed her healing, she didn't heal very much. But like it's just tanks that don't have healing. Not that it's bad that on tanks that have healing, but it better complements units that don't have healing. Because, like, for instance, while you're shielded, you're not, like, losing health, but you can heal up, like, during that time, and once you have durability, like, restoring health becomes more valuable, because you're taking less damage, so your health is worth more during that period of time. But, otherwise, there isn't, like, a OP user. Just this kind of funny one. So, Lichbane is just good on low mana cost units that use their spell a lot. Pretty good on a lot of visionaries. Cogwell is probably the best user because he's just spamming his spell. Like his spell gives him attack speed. Attack speed makes him cast faster. So after his first few casts, he'll just be proccing it really fast. I'll even put it like this. That's not the right color. Like realistically, it's pretty much a cog item. Like you can force cog and it'll be pretty good. Light Shield's Crest. I think a lot of people don't know what this item does either. But yeah, they buffed the base stats, so now it's like a pretty good generic tank item. Like you would just substitute it for like in places where you get like stone plates. And they also buffed they buffed the shield ratio too. So the bait is to put this on like units that already have high armor, MR. Like the thing is, units that already have armor MR don't necessarily want more, and this item gives 55 of each. So like, while it is true that like Sentinels have a lot of things, so they can make the shields pretty big, Like the actual item stat, like for the user itself, it's not as valuable. But even though the shield is better, I think in the end it's like kind of an even trade-off. I think it's just generically good on any tank. I don't think it has better synergy on like on units that have high armor and MR. Like the shield is bigger, but you want to complement the unit's stats in a different way than to give them more armor and MR. Like no, you want to give them health or some kind of like damage reduction or like healing. And then on units that have like so like on bruisers, you want to give them resistances to make their health more valuable, but on sentinels, you'd want to give them health to make their resistances more valuable. And watchers that kind of can get benefit from both. So yeah, but there is an interaction here. And that's because Vander gets resistances during his ult. So if the shield ticks during his ult, you get a bigger shield, and that's pretty funny. Is it OP? I mean, it might be OP in Family because Family is broken and Violet is broken, and this is like basically putting an item on Violet. But like really, I mean, it's a slightly bigger shield. Like what, 125 times 2 and then times 70. It's like a 150 extra shield. Nothing crazy. It's not like it's not bad. Yeah, you just put it on any tank. Ludens. I think statistically the worst one. Yes, and that is because people don't know how to use this item. That's like a Delta. Powder pretty good. Jink's pretty good. I mean, I think those two are true. Uh, yeah, and then they're putting it on the other stuff. I think the true best user, people have no idea about, because they don't know how to use this item. So let's look at what it does. Let's go to things so I can find it. Ludens gives AD and AP, and its effect is 100% of overkill damage plus 100 is dealt to the 3 enemies nearest to the target. So this is per instance of damage. So what you want to do with this item is to put it on units that have very, very large instances of damage. Like high single ticks of damage. So there's 2 users I think are the best. I think you could technically... maybe the other one's the better user, but okay. The first thing I want to talk about is Lux. Because her ability grants a shield. Her next attack does bonus magic damage. But look at that number. That number is huge. Like, Lux does a lot of single target damage in a single instance. Meaning she's very, very likely to overkill. And I think with that, you can just... I mean, she just casts once on, like, a not main tank unit. And she just one-shots the entire front line. Because Ludens can proc multiple times. So... I don't actually know what the best Lux comp is. I think one that I like is just to go Watcher. And you also run into this other user. But yeah. Can you do something like this? And I'm telling you, this will absolutely obliterate teams. Like, that's 900 base damage. Like that is the highest single instance of damage available. Other comparable things are like Powder is pretty broken, but her mana cost is really high. But she hits she hits a lot of units, but even then, max damage is 680. So there's like she has more chance to proc it, but it's like one, that the procs are gonna be lower. Even if there's more, like you can get more of them, but it does less to contribute to what Powder does than with Lux. Because Ludens completely solves Lux's problems in that it gives her AoE when she's single target. In a manner that's like disgusting. And not only that, Lux is just more likely to actually get the overkill. Let's say there's a unit that has let's say she's hitting something. That unit has 200 health, and she's casting for a 2,000 damage. That means she's doing 1,800 damage to three other, or 1,900 damage to three other units. And if anything if that kills, it's like chain reaction. And during this time, she can keep autoing and keep preparing another cast. It is disgusting. The other user is Vander, because his thing is pretty similar. So, for the same reasons that people like Bruiser, Vander is like not bad. Like he has a lot of base damage on his punch, if he has enough things like on his team. It's increased for each 1 or 2 cost on your team. Most Vander teams have like 4 or 5 or 6. Like on this board, you have 5. On family board, I think you have like 5. So that means you have a 400 plus 100 times 5. You have a 900 base 80 punch. So it's pretty much the same thing, except Vander also uses both AD and AP well, because the AP will give him more armor and MR. So, yeah, like you just use this, like building around Bruiser Vander without hero augments, because with hero augments, I mean this works with hero augments, but I think hero augments makes Vander worse. But this would, I think, like considering that this is true BIS Vander normally, or not true BIS, but it's like practical BIS. This just replaces the Titans. And yeah, he casts, he hits something, he one-shots them, and he also gets more healing with the Luden's procs and the Bloodthirster. It's pretty good. So realistically, you can run this in the family comp too. I guess while Violet's broken, you could also, I mean, it's probably fine on Violet. I don't know what the stats are, but like, you could probably run it on Violet. I think it's broken. Are there stats on it? I don't think they weren't, right? No. The thing is, people think this is an AP item. This is not an AP item. This is very good on AD users as well. What you want to think about is what units have the high, like the most, or the highest instances of damage, like the single things. So like, for instance, the Morgana has like large number that is split into like a ton of small instances of damage. So Morgana is not a good user of this at all. What you want is like big single numbers. I think I can put Violets here pretty safely. Reluctantly. But yeah. So yeah. Like Powder has big instances of damage, but it's just not as big as these two. You have 900 AP, 980. Tristana can get pretty big numbers with her cast, because she gets a lot of AD in there. Her cast has like pretty, what's the actual ratio on her cast? 525. But she also has like stacking AD, so it's like pretty good too. And then Jinx, I think her thing is 700. That's pretty good. Yeah, 700. That's pretty high. Like all of these users, I mean, Balance isn't even that high, but like, I mean, it's good enough. Like for reference, all these numbers are like, wait, is 0? I guess that's pretty good, but his damage I think is split over time. But yeah, I mean this set has a lot of users that are better than a lot more good users of this item than the last sets. So I'm surprised that this item is not performing well. Right, I'll include. I'll go to like as many. It's still the worst item. Wow. But I mean, looking at like what people are playing with it, it makes sense. But yeah, Lux board, it solves the problem that the comp has. So I think that's the way you would play that item, and you hard force it, and it's very very strong. Okay. Now we go back to like more broad items. Manazane, good on pretty much any caster. I think probably the best user is like Heimer because he starts stacking really quickly. He starts spamming rockets. He's also a visionary, so he gets more mana. It's probably good on Cog too, no? Is Cog use at 12? Yeah, it's okay, I guess. But yeah, pretty broad item. There's not. I mean, besides like the visionary synergy, there isn't really like that much here to note. And we have middens. Middens pretty broad item. Better on frontliners, but it has damage reduction. Middens. It's attack speed, which most units can use. But it doesn't show the durability, but yeah, it has durability. I think the best users probably these. I'm not sure, but it's a pretty broad item. I don't think it really matters that much. I think it's just generically good, so you can kind of put it whatever, but it isn't like a comp specific thing. Yeah. So Mogul Mail. This is a shimmer skill item. It generates gold. I think right now the best user for it. I mean, you can put this on any tank, but you want a tank that's like pretty likely to last a long time. So the unit I think that would do that best is probably Scar, and the reason is because of Firelights. Firelight just provides a lot of defensive value because they can run away and not be like lose aggro from some units, and that keeps them alive longer. So like once it procs, like they might live a lot longer than they should be allowed to. So you might get like an extra gold. Otherwise, it's just like any tank. Just make sure you have like a lot of like stuff to pair with it. Like you need like the actual stats of the item are not very high, so you need to have like something with it. Like if you can get like a stone plate or like a warmogs or like a something like a good early game tank item, then you're pretty comfortable because yeah, it's only 50 health. And like with the stacks, it becomes like not terrible, but before then, it's not gonna do very well. Okay, so Prowlers. I think it's broken on Violet's because Violet's broken, but I think ignoring that, I mean, Combo's also kind of broken, but I think that the synergy that it has with Camille normally is what I want to talk about. So this item scales with crit, and Camilla's an ambusher, so she gets crit. And, like, it just does more damage with her. So as a result, I think this is just broken with Camille. Like, her spell's pretty generic, but she's an ambusher, so she gets more crits and more crit damage, and this gives her more crit chance and more crit damage. Wait, they like turbo buff this item. Wait. It gives 50 crit chance now? Like, maybe it's not even Camille specific. Maybe you can just put this on anyone. Any AD user. Any AD. So, I don't think it works well with Smeech, because if he gets resets, it's like delayed. But who would be a good user of it? I guess there's not much. I don't know. But I do think once Violet gets gutted, or even after Camille also gets nerfed, like, it's the comp, like, you could still force Camille, and it'd be good. I'm actually like curious as to which one it favors right now in stats. Yeah, of course. Okay, there. Like, seeing this is just too OP. But I think normally it would be better with Camille. So there's that. RFC. I I think Nocturne is a noteworthy user because what he does is it. So Nocturne makes attacks like AoE and bleed around the target with bonus range. Like, so a lot of people think it's like based on Nocturne's position, but it's just based on where they're attacking. So if they're hitting this Darius, like, the AoE will just go around the Darius. You'll get like the little laser animation from them having like extra range, but the AoE is just gonna go around, so it'll hit the Draven. It's not just gonna go around the Nocturne. So with that said, Nocturne is broken with this item. Like, it's just, you're just hitting everyone and you're a ranged unit. Like, it's just OP, and then yeah, that's all there is to say. I think I I think I'll add that Quick Striker is kind of a bait. I don't think you need to go vertical quick. I think two Quick Striker is good, but I don't think you need more than that. I think Automata is pretty good, but yeah, I think Nocturne is the best user by far. Other okay users are Camille, just because Camille's strong. I mean, her thing is just all auto attacking, so it's pretty good with her. Urgot, I think Urgot's like a really interesting unit, and I'll talk about that more another time. But I think Urgot likes attack speed and he likes range. Now, I'm not gonna elaborate on that, but I think it'd be very good on Urgot. I think Mord is like a more traditional good user. I'll put it here, 'cause that's like the other. The best users are Nocturne and Mord, but Mord's a 5 cost, so you can't really like play around Mord. You just kind of need to find the spots for it and happen to have a more. What if you want? You can use Nocturne to get there. But yeah, Moore's really good with this because he can stand still and he can slam like really far away. And it's pretty much Nocturne on steroids because his slam is bigger than the Nocturne AoE. But it's also 5 cost, so. And then GP, I think, has a similar interaction with, like, that he has with fish bones. I don't know if he needs to be targeting, like, if the randomness of the targeting is what affects the charges. I think they just need to be in range, so I think the RC would be fine. But yeah, this gets the charges so he can get the things onto backline. It's pretty good. Sniper's focus, pretty good on. Pretty any range DPS. Slightly less value on snipers, funny enough, because you get like diminishing returns from damage reduction, but like it's just pretty good on anyone, AD or AP, because it just gives you damage based on how far you are. I think the best users are the ones that have good amplifiers of damage. So like, I think Draven has his auto attack modifier. That's pretty good. It's also kind of a product of uh family comp, Violet being OP, but I think Draven does pretty good. And then I guess Jinx has like a pretty interesting interaction in that her large rocket has damage fall off based on how far they are from the center of the board, but snipers gives you damage amp based on how far away they are from her. So if you are on opposite, like the opposite side, so like if you're hitting a unit on like the opposite corner, you're actually not really losing damage. Like you're not losing nearly as much damage as you would be hitting someone on like the opposite sides. Like let's say Jinx ults, like her big ult, and cogs on the enemy team on opposite side with snipers, you get enough damage imp that the fall off doesn't really catch up as much. Like you're bringing almost full damage to the Kog'Maw because you're getting more. Uh, you get more damage imp. So that's not bad at all. But I think you don't have to force anything. You can put it on just any ranged unit. And I think even on some melees, it's probably good on Mord. But let's take a look at the stats. I actually am curious to see what melee unit it's good with. Oh, Twitch is a good one for the pretty much the same reason as Jinx. Uh, okay, I did that. I messed that up. Ah, I see. Nocturne. I can see it. But I think it's okay, so it's best on units that you would be hitting that are far away. So the units that would do that, I guess Maddie could be a good user of it. But so yeah, GP, Nocturne, Zoe. All of those are very good. But like we want the units that are going to hit stuff that's like that are further away, like not just their main target. Because if you, like I said in the scenario, I guess we'll use like Maddie this time. Hitting someone on the opposite corner of the board, if you're a unit that can do that, that's like a massive amount of damage imp. Alright, now we're next to Seekers. This is just the it's a stat stick. You get more stuff. I mean they buffed it, so it's like not that bad anymore. It's just I'd say the best users are the ones that have like that they just want AP and like resistances. It's pretty much any like of these AP bruisers type champions, melee AP champions, even tanks. Tanks can use it pretty well. Here's what they're gonna call a. You could also put it on like yeah, like pretty much any melee units that cares about AP. I think I do think this can pretty safely replace a tank item. Now that I'm looking at it, like the buff version. Yeah, I think it's fine. But the better users are the ones also like the AP. Silver Silver Mirrored on. They changed the stats. I think it's like more resistances, less damage. Yeah. Yeah, any bruiser, pretty much. Or, okay, no, that's not true. It's good on units that can do their thing without being reliant on attack speed. So because it has more resistances, it has more. It's better on melee and like if you. How am I gonna put it? But like I think not violet. What else? Realistic, like you can get mana from being hit, and then that's what you're gonna use to cast. And then when you cast, how the damage you get is usually enough that it's good on a lot of units. Yeah, you should wonder on these melees that have like really strong casts, and they're also AD. I guess there aren't that many. But then yeah, we got screwed over. I guess Ambessa would. I think the rest don't really care. I think this is a harmless. But yeah, pretty much all these units, they get their mana from being hit, and then their cast kind of shrugs off the value that they're losing from attacking slow. So like Vander's spending half the time charging anyway, then he punches once and he one shots, and then he maybe autos once, but he gets all his mana back anyway because other stuff are hitting him. But it repeats. Smeech is the same thing. He needs one cast, and then but after he uses his cast, he's probably gonna have kills like 3 units because he's had a ton of AD, and then the resistances and whatever other healing items he has, he's gonna be full health, and then he gets hit enough to generate mana to cast again, and it repeats. And then Vi, same thing. Violet, the same thing. Camille, low mana cost, so the threshold is a bit slower. Like, she does less damage, but like, she also can do it more often, so it's kind of the same thing. Like, she can just auto once, but she'll have all her mana back anyway. She just casts. So yeah, I think overall this item is better than it was in the past because the resistances. I guess like because you did lose a lot of AD, but I don't think it was that needed. I think the resistances makes it easier to play around. Or maybe I don't know. It could just be that the set is better, but the units of the set are just better with it. But yeah, there's kind of a lot of units that can use this item pretty decently. Let's go Spectral Cutlass. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if it's like set balance, but like I think a lot of people can use this well. Realistically, you want to kill at least like 1 or 2 units, which I think a lot of units can do. That was the condition before. I think I'm not sure about something like Nocturne. I'm not sure if he can kill in the time period, but he can hit a lot of units. And then range GP or even melee GP, kind of the same thing. I'm not sure. I do know that for sure. I'll put her to Violet. She can kill at least 2 units. Camille can kill 2 units. And Bessa can probably kill 2. I mean, no, she can kill 2. She should. Vi can at least cast on backline. I don't know if she kills the units, but she does CC the backline. And she does. She can maybe kill 1 units. And then she sees the backline. Like, that's pretty good. And then Sevika, she can cast once, so if she rolls Flamethrower, she can kill multiple units. Oh, that's pretty good. So I think they also buffed the stats like a ton. So like I think yeah, like look at these stats. Like Like they added so much armor noir. I have zero idea why they did that. But whatever. Suspicious trench coat. Okay, so interaction. Uh, Jace. I hope I didn't. I don't think I had anything bad to show. Uh, he has this thingy, and when you split Jace into multiple forms, they all interact with it. So you get three Jaces that do with this thingy, the Hex Forge. So all of them can cast, and then the Hex Forge does its thing 3 times. That's pretty good. Or gives them attack speed 3 times. However, if Jace is a 5 cost, so it's kind of hard to play around, but it's fine. Other good users, I would say, I'll put Vander in this boat too. Actually, all of these have pretty much the same interactions as Fiora did from last set. I guess I'll put generically Violet. That's But pretty much what these can all do is that they split and then they have enough sustain and okay, they have different. Okay, I'll explain it differently. So Vander is pretty much Fiora from last set, except like even though he hits less, he basically casts. If you build him Bruiser, he is basically like he stalls for too long, like, and he heals the damage he takes. And if you have three of those, like you just can't really deal with that. And then Smeech, when you have three Smeeches, they all target the same thing, so they help each other resets. So basically, like you have like it's just having three Smeeches, except the likelihood of resetting is so much higher that they're gonna actually one shot like most of your backline. And then Ambessa, I guess it's probably the closest to Fiora in that like she just like is really hard to kill. And when you split into three, like she just heals to full regardless of what she does, and you have three of them, so it becomes a problem. And then right now, Violets is probably broken enough that if you have three Violets, you're never dealing with that. Yeah, 3 4-star Violets. Ew. Talisman, kind of a rough item. It's hard to stall, but I think the units that would do better. Okay, so I think Rennie is the best user of the stats because Rennie's good with health and with damage. So yeah, I think I don't really know what the setup would be. I mean, I guess maybe this either 6 bruiser or maybe if you already have a. I mean, you're not gonna get it from Chem Baron cash outs, so I don't know. I would have to try 6 bruiser Rennie. I don't know how good that is. I think normally Zeri could be good just in like the normal Kog'Maw comp. Just because Zeri can stay safe with firelights, so she can stall a bit longer. So it's just you likely to be the last one to die. And that can buy her some extra time to if firelight can buy her a couple extra seconds. And then also like the board that she's normally played on is like a stall comp. Because the watchers take a long time to deal with. So I guess the board I think that has the best hope of having it procced. Maybe there might be another like Sentinel board that also has but yeah, pretty much any board that has like 6 bruiser, 6 Sentinel, 6 Watcher, probably the best bet. I just think Zeri's like slightly better because she can also stall herself for a little bit longer. But pretty much, like, you have to like it is an item that you have to like warp how you play because you want it to proc, or it's otherwise like the stats are not very useful. So like you do need to try to play around the 20 seconds you need for the proc. That's already pretty hard to do, so the item's not very good. But if you have a good setup for it, you can take it wherever. Tricksters has some interactions. The first is with Garen, because when he tricksters himself and has emissary passive, Garen and his ally, which is also a Garen, they give each other shields. So you get two shields. The emissary is not unique. Like all the other bonuses are like board wide, but Garen is just on Garen. It's not your strongest Garen, it's just on Garen. So if you have multiple Garens, you can do it. And it's not normally that good or that needed to have multiple Garens because that's two slots and Garen is kind of just a tank. But if you have it from Tricksters, you have two Garens, so that's pretty good. GP. Okay, so the interaction I wasn't sure about was whether the GPs proc each other's charges, like range GP. 'Cause I don't know how the charge system works, and I can't like look at this poll, but the range GP charges they should be unique, but if they're not, that might be something. Uh, so okay, the other one is like um, so Rumble, his clone keeps all his upgrades. So if you have a stacked Rumble with all the upgrades, you have a clone that does two of them, and even if they're not casting very much because like their thing, they still have all these other things. Like they have the that one rod that targets that backline. They have the self destruct. I don't know where you can find all the Junker King upgrades, but yeah, Rumble is pretty nutty with this item. And then LeBlanc, if she casts like it's just her clone gives like it's the same reason that LeBlanc is good, but if you have two of them, it's just multiplied. Like they all damage share each other, so it just damage shares more. But like damage sharing more is like it can be really really strong. Yeah, those are the interactions I wanted to talk about. Unending Despair is just good on shield users. There aren't that many shield users. There's a lot of shields from traits, but there isn't a lot of shields on units. I think these are the two shields, the most relevant shields. I think who else has a shield? Yo shield, yo shield, shield, shield. But yeah, the biggest shield would just be like these two, and it's a tank item, so just put it on one of these two. I think the item's not very good, probably. Let's wait, it's already yeah. I guess the best user is probably gonna be Garen. Rumble. Alright, the relative user is like all the shielders, and Darius for some reason. I guess Darius because like you need to put the item on somewhere, and if you take Artifactory while playing Family Comp, like it's not good on the other units, and Darius is kind of like less important. So that's probably what that comes from. Yeah, but the okay, oh I forgot. But yeah, I think these are all the shielders. So you just put it on them. I think Blitzcrank is also what makes him good is that he has Dominator, so his shield increases over time as he gets more AP. I don't know how many times he's gonna cast because like I think Blitzcrank comps are kind of rough. Even though there's a bit of exploring with Automata going on right now, but for now, at least people think that for now what people think is that Blitzcrank sucks. So I'm not gonna argue with that. Wit's End is pretty much a cog item. It's okay on more too. There aren't that many units that use it well, but I think like it's just a cog item. Like I think cog is unique in that he can use both Lichbane and Wit's End. There's normally a unit that is good for Lichbane, and there's normally a unit that's good for Wit's End. But I think the stats that unit is Cogmaw. It's like it's just the same unit. So now you have two OP cog items. As long as as long as it's just OP. I think it's just good on any AP user. There isn't really any special things I have. I guess like if I'm gonna talk about anything, it's like all the units that do stuff while they're like Zanya's, but like they're still like doing their thing. So basically, it doesn't really make a difference. But like Malzahar has like his things on the ground. I guess like Silco, like if he has his gremlins on the ground, can do damage. I guess Nami for things like bouncing out, like Zoe, like it's all kind of the same. But I think it's just good on any AP. I don't have anything unique. And like Blacksmith, same thing. I mean, there's nothing really going on here. It's just any, yeah. That's it. Like there wasn't gonna be much to talk about. I'll update it if anything new shows up. But yeah, this one's a lot shorter. I saw like other people talking about a lot of these things, but like half of the things was just talking about violence being OP, and I'm trying to stray away from that. So I want to talk about like objectively, like or like just by design, what the best things are. Because right now, like you're just looking at any excuse to play Violet, pretty much. Yeah, that's it. I can probably play some games right now. Just give it a sec. do have to wake up early, so I can't play many, but I can play a few. I can play like two. I can finally get over the 10 game mark. Loot subscription. Oh, I really want to get a frontline powder game. We'll see. Oh, Violet. I'm probably never gonna do this, but let's see if I get a drop. Oh. Oh, I have two pretty good opener. Like, okay, I have Enforcer for friendly. I also have Morgana too. At the very least, I want to show all the family units to try to discourage people from playing it. But like everyone got a family unit. Like, oh, oh, cool. Go for perfect loss here. They're slamming. Uh, Feel the blood. No. I slammed that to make me lose 2 more health. But why are they all playing it? I'm just looking for Cloak, so I don't think I'm that worried anyway. What the fuck? This guy's not pivoting off. I think with the amount that people are holding, I'm just not gonna roll yet. Oh. Oh, cool. I can just do this. Hold on, it. That was a mistake. Well, actually, I should center render for the redemption. Now I get Draven in for some Conqueror value. Is this good in this comp? I don't think so. I'll just take the money. Where are they positioned? Right side, right side. Alright. Play this. What I want. I know what I want, but okay, I have a lot of options here. I guess right now, I'll just make the. I'll finish the item. Mm,
Something need killing?
I'll roll first. Oh, yeah. Just turn into a pit fighter? Oh. Oh, nice. Wait. That's pretty lucky. Wait, what? Oh. Pit fighter? We'll do this for now, I guess.
I'm doing this my way.
I think with... I mean, actually, I'm stable enough. I can really... I mean, I can get 4 pit fighter in. Huh? I don't even have one in. Sure. Yeah, here I'm drilling now. I'll stay. I'll just stay 6 for a bit. What am I looking for? Tier. Oh, that's gonna be tough. This is Ambusher, right? That's Firelight. Ambusher is with Pan. But what do I want this to turn into? Yeah, I gotta have been a second bow item for three.
Found my hate in the fire.
Well, I think I can just like. Oh, actually, what I should do is I should remove her and remove the lockets and put Vi in the middle and put Mander on the outside. Actually, but he has the redemption. I mean, yeah, I don't think powder's happening because there's two people going for it. This isn't even bad, but I can kind of just like. Yep. Like, there's only two things I care about here. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with powder. There's two people going for it. Okay, so do I do this? Yeah. Oh, so there's two of them. Oh, and they're just going to grief, whatever.
Found my hate in the fire.
You know.
I let my hands do the talking.
Oh, that's not. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'm just switching levels. I can frontline GP. Alright, with invisibility, I should put her outside. I should do that. Yeah, that's good. So, Bandit and Powder done. I'll keep holding Draven. You're good. I guess you're good. You. This. Oh, need this for it. Let's try those. Oh no, they don't. What is this? Strength training? Oh, that's not bad. Just Waparoo. Yeah. Invisibility. Okay, what do I want here? I don't know. So I guess I'll put this on Draven. He can spread less whisper better. Need to find a Urgot or a whatever.
Bring on the bad guys.
Mhm. Cool. What the fuck? Oh, they have that. I should roll, I guess, for Vi and maybe Sabiko.
I'm far from done killing.
Yeah.
Carve my name in their skulls.
Boom, baby.
Nice. Okay, cool. Porky. Oh. I'll take this.
Respect from the Dodgers. Eat this.
Invisibility, like, it's fine. Cool. I actually hit this time. I know I've just stuck Violet too, and it's just over. One more probably.
Weaknesses can be exploited. I turn mine into strength.
Oh, I forgot that this was a. Oh yeah, I love Trainer Sentinel. I got Pit Fighter. Wait, I got Ken Baron. Wait a minute. Wait, did anyone get like that one? Is that good? Oh, it's not that good. Ken Baron Sentinel Ambusher. What? They just got a Ken Baron one. I mean, I got Pit Fighter and Watcher. What I would I when I heard them on this Ken Baron? Scrap Rebel Artillery. I mean, okay, that's just a scrap one, and then this is a. It's family, but it's also Rebel. And I play Rebel. That's just a scrap one. Oh, that's a pretty good automata one. Or at least the Malzahar one. Adrenaline, but I mean, okay. Never playing that. Hmm. Oh, I guess this is just a family game. Again. Cuke. Nope. Okay. And also, I don't think I can only be connected by the Family Guy, but I don't think they're gonna play it. Yeah, they're not playing it. So I'm uncontested. And I have trench coat Violet. Oh wait, I have Hodge. Oh wait a minute, I shouldn't have made the Hodge. Whatever, I'll just do double healing and then I'll get a Titans later. I haven't got a single Cam Barons. I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, so for Watcher, I can play a Garen, I guess, if I wanted to go for. Okay, but no, I need a damage anomaly for sure. Family's Pan, right? Oh, it's Spat. Oh. I need damage from other sources. Yeah, that was my Cam Baron. Okay, there's two Cam Barons, but it's too late. I already have the setup. Okay, but honestly, I need family right now. I can be getting Conqueror stacks. Yeah, damage reduction. Okay, one Violet. I'm honestly willing to roll for it. Fuck. Okay, that's worth it. I might have won anyway, but I'm not too confident about it, and it's only minus one gold. Oh, maybe I would have won anyway. I didn't even proc a thing. Whatever, it's fine. 5 Ravens. If no one's going powder, I can maybe powder. Now that I think about it. I mean, okay, like That's pretty good. I'll level for streak. Six streak, so I make back my money anyway. More healing. Oh. Uh, I'm an idiot. Oh no! It didn't knock up. Oh, you have 5 ambusher. Wait, how OP is this? This is like no damage. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's not. Oh no, that's not it. Oh, that's not ideal. I forgot it's 60%. Wait, does it proc again? If it procs again, then it's good. Oh. I can't tell if it works or not. I don't think it does. Okay, how many people are actually holding powders? Enough. Okay, it's not powder. Mr. Raven. I can turn this into redemption. Alright, I'll hold on to it for now. I think the best thing I hope for is Titans, but I killed my Titans, so... Okay. Oh, that's just a 50-50. Oh. Okay. Nice. Well, actually at a 33% chance, but then one of the chances was like useless. So actually, I mean, it's just a loss either way. So yeah, it was just 33% chance. I can't tell if Edge of Night is correct or not. Cause I'm not getting it again, so I don't think it's like. I could judge myself on attack speed. Oh, let's do this and let's see. Can I get? Okay, I'm not gonna get that one, so. What the hell? How is that happening? There's two people holding it. Okay, let's look at attack speed. Oh. That's good enough for now. Uh, I need a bow. That's for sure. Honestly, I think Scavenger's fine. Okay. I should not be rolling. I should just be pushing. That's fam. I'm not gonna get it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, that's one bow. What's I use it on? Probably to kill the rod. Can I zap or anything? Yeah, pushing levels. Yeah, I can get Garen in. I think I'm looking for GP, Sabika, Garen. Okay. No, I kind of do need to hit damage here, so... Oh. Well, hit damage there. Okay. It's a percentage attack rate to see if Vegemite's working. But I still don't know. I think I'd just look for like a Titans. What do you have? What? Oh, diving in. Whatever.
Dawn is the future.
That works. Okay, I need to snipe that guy. Okay, so the ambusher guy takes care of that guy pretty easily for me. Oh, nice. Right, and I just hit GP. Cool. Wait, experiment. I can. But it's a 2/3 chance to be like. Uh. Oh. I need. Okay, I forgot that. Okay. I didn't realize that was 10 Rebel. I should only be positioning for that guy. Wait, what I need is a QSS. Didn't realize. Wait, so I guess losing to that guy is fine because it keeps him alive and he helps take care of everyone else. I'm the only one person that's the only person that beats me, so actually yeah, I use this to help get rid of the ambusher and maybe I am playing for seconds, but like let's see if I find a QSS here. No. Okay. Got my pull. I can swap sides. Um, Powder should have been one forward. Yeah. I mean, it's clone, so I don't think it matters that much. Okay, well, okay, does this do anything? At least a crew of QSS somehow. I could have made it too. Yeah. I don't think it matters. Okay, maybe it does matter.
Men live, men die. Tend to do.
We fight for those who cannot.
I'm doing this my way.
Please tell me Rebel doesn't work in clone board. Oh.
I'm doing this my way.
Well. I've hit real now. I'm playing for health. I did not feel shit. Huh? Man. Okay, whatever. It's late. I have to wake up, so wake up early. So that's it. I think next stream I'm probably gonna do like a unusual comps guide. Maybe. I need to do some testing, so and uh videos on this and the previous stream are coming shortly. So yeah, that's it.